Hey, Yvie here. Somehow everything stopped recording, so I'm not quite sure what's going on technically. That's not my forte. Hopefully this one will stream and won't disappear off screen. So, I was in the middle of introducing myself, I think, but yeah, so I'm just going to get on with drawing, I think. Hopefully everything's coming through okay. Hope you're all doing okay. So what was I doing last? I was looking at getting this figure drawn out. And I was wondering about her age. That's what I was doing last time. So let's see how we get on. I was just trying to organise what's happening on my MacBook so I can see what's happening out there whilst I draw here. Right, concentrate, Yvie, concentrate. So here we go. Just do what you normally do. Just carry on. Hopefully people can hear you. Your mic's on and the thing's going up, so I think it's okay. Okie doke. So, do I want her to wear a pinafore? I like pinafores. So if I hold, why is that not moving? There we go. If I hold this down, this circle, it becomes an eraser for whatever pencil, brush, pen, brush I'm using. And it seems to be a bit nicer than using the actual eraser. So maybe let's open up this neck a bit more. Don't need it to look preppy, but ruched. I like the ruched look. Let's get that in there. Some pockets. Mary Jane's, I suppose these are called, these shoes. Something like that. Okay, so look on her face. What do I want her to look like? I think the seat of her bum probably needs to be a bit lower to match where her feet are. Makes her legs look a bit longer as well. So looking at a Inky dog. Maybe these legs need to be a bit wider. Okay. Hey Alessandra, thanks for letting me know. It keeps crashing. Yeah, it did before. I'm not sure if it's crashed since. I think I hadn't actually plugged my iPad in. I think doing that then crashed it. Oops. Still learning. Okay, so her dimensions are coming together. She still looks a bit squished. Looks a bit squished. I think the back needs to round a bit. Okay. There. Yeah, maybe that's it. Not have so much floating out backwards. Seeing as she's leaning against a tree. Maybe come in even a bit more. So head, shoulders probably need to be slightly, I know they're ruched, but we'll just use this lasso tool just to lower these shoulders a bit. The distal helps. Decide. That's the hair. Yeah, that's a bit better. They were just a little bit too high, those shoulders. That's a bit better. Okay. Elbows down a bit. Let's try again. Does that mean I need to be that's where the legs and the hips are. Hey Uma, good to see you. Is everything coming through okay? Had a couple of hiccups so far. Oh, cool. Audio and video goes. Oh, thanks, Alessandra. Uma. Yeah, I've just followed you on Cara, and I think you just followed me. Thank you very much. It seems like Cara's been there for ages, but I'd never heard of it. It's never good for there to be a monopoly, anyway. Oh, thanks, guys. Who knows how much it'll look like this at the end. I don't know, the face he has. The face is like, for me, the biggest thing, and I can be quite a perfectionist when it comes to faces. That's why sometimes I prefer to draw animals, because creative expression, poetic license, creative license to make them up in any which way. It looks a bit pouty. There we go. She's supposed to be quite pensive, deep in thought. There we go. Looks a bit sad. Alessandra says, it looks nice though. I'm working on drawing people, though I don't like drawing hands, but I'm challenging myself. Yeah, hands, feet, necks. My necks are usually too thin for the head. The head's usually too large. The hands are too small. I like being able to do the different expressions and add that expression in the colour and the way the hair sort of flows. We can just hide hands in pockets. I could make this a little bit more even, what's the word? Poetic. Add some leaves in her hair with sort of words. Have some words written in there. Oh, now I want to draw a flower crown. Okay. She's... Okay, I think I've got that look sorted now. I'm just going to fade this one. No, actually, I'm just going to add a little bit more. With this background texture. Now that was a pixel brush, so it's paint. I think it's probably that one. Okay. Deselect. And then I will remove the bits that are probably now superfluous. I can see what's behind. Oh, there you go, I had some words at the bottom, didn't I? Start with breath. Dun, dun, dun. Okie doke. Right, that's one layer. Sketch, which looks fine. I'm going to go to another one. Is that the original? Yeah, that's the original sketch. So now, actually, if I hide that because it's a little bit in the way. I'm going to do another layer, and with this one I think I'm going to work on the tree. And so I need to hide that greenery, probably the seat. Lower this layer's opacity back down, and then start on this new layer to do the sketch. A gnarly tree. Okay. So we've got those here. I just want to be doing the outlines. I'm not sure how it's going to be textured. top of my screen there's a save now button. Every now and again, even though this does automatically save, I think when I start to build up the layers and it starts to get a little bit heavy, it's good to remember to just save. Where do I want that to go? That one. Get some of these other ones in first. These are the really hope you can't hear my belly rumbling. It's a reminder for me to have a quick drink. Now, this could be quite foliagey, which means I could just make these branches sort of disappear into the foliage. Doesn't have to look so Halloweeny with these like twiggy fingers. I can just have some leaves instead. They remind me of not Doctor Who, Dr. Zeus. I don't think it's Horton Hears a Who, it's the other one. And all of the trees are just like pom-poms. I suppose they could be based on like pine trees if they're sort of what type of pine is it? think I'm thinking of pine trees you get in Japan, where they sort of comes out sideways. That looks a bit silly. Right, let's get this gnarly branch. I don't need to do detail yet. Don't need to do detail just yet. So if you're wondering what brush I'm using, this is the Kyle's Drawing Box Perfect Pencil 2, Kyle T. Webster. It's just like a lovely pencil. Been looking at what is it when you have like these stringy bits on a tree, and it's actually a plant growing up a tree. In our garden we've got a laburnum, which for some reason loses its lovely yellow flowers or yellow blooms a week after it's bloomed, and then it just sort of goes this grey old looking tree. But hanging off it are loads of these stringy vine things. Some of them seem to be like very loose branches. Yeah, like there is a vine growing up it, but also coming off the tree are these type of loose not twigs. Twigs seem too sturdy. But it just made me realise that some trees have multiple, they're like a home for multiple plants, not just the ones that are blooming. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. Yeah, there is ivy. Sorry, I missed that bit. Ivy does wonders to give trees that extra, sometimes elegance, sometimes haunted look. There's obviously hot topics at the moment are Instagram and the issue with digital art being too digital, in the sense that it's not made by people, if you understand what I mean. I'm like effectively doing digital art, but I treat it like an actual drawing canvas. I'm sure there are plenty of shortcuts I could use to create effects that are similar to what I would do, but I love the tactile nature of drawing with the pencil and creating the intricacy of lines, and everything's always unique. I'm not very consistent in just being able to reproduce the same type of work. Everything sort of comes as I feel it. So that's my version of digital art. It's just that the canvas is electronic. Okay, I could probably keep going into detail there. She obviously needs a piece to lean on. Where is she leaning? Yvie, think. See you, Alessandra. Thanks for joining me. Dun, dun. It's a lot of fun turning these vines into creepy climbing things. Okay, obviously the bark is in here somewhere as well. That's pretty cool. Wasn't expecting to do this today. Something mildly satisfying about just drawing vinage. I'm calling it vinage. I always sort of forget I can turn the canvas, I don't have to struggle. If I just turn off the background, okay, so if I just look a bit higher on what's up here, the thing about using the eraser whilst you're drawing is that you can sort of give it an effect in its own right. That was the branch there. That was dokie. That's where it meets. That's where the limb, the branch limb comes in. Going under here, so there's like a bit of a what would you call it? The crook of the arm of the tree branch? I don't have the lingo. Let's do some more of them. So this is the branch. Make my eyes go a bit funny. That goes here. That one's going off in that distance. But it also goes that way. I like the look of it being a bit more gnarly. There we go, we can hide that with some foliage. Okay, so that's foliage there. This branch, right, where's this one coming from? Add that there. Get down. So if I bring in that colour in the background, I could probably see where I am and where I'm not covering. Because I've done it in a pixel background, I'm just using the pencil to colour in. I don't really work in vector, which is the vector brushes, the third down in the list of brushes. Prefer to use pixel brushes, probably because it really does a good job of emulating drawing with a pencil or a pen or painting even. But I suppose it's what you get used to. Hey Keys, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, Keys, I started streaming and then I'd realised I'd forgotten to actually plug in my iPad, so I think it crashed. So I just had to start again. I introduced myself in the first one and I have no idea if it came across, so that's all that you missed, really. Jimmy, first time you being here, first time me streaming. I actually streamed last week, which worked, which is sort of gave me the confidence to come back and have another go. And if anything, it might actually help me get through some work, just forcing myself to stream. I mean, forcing myself. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad you're here. Good to be in company. Hey, Oliver, thank you for joining. Right, so I just want to see where my tree is hitting in the image. Obviously get rid of the areas where I can see the background, so I can see what's going to come through behind it easier. There's actually so many parts of this I'm really looking forward to drawing or colouring in. Nope, that is supposed to be tree. Okay, these bits. Just bump this brush up a bit to do it a bit quicker. I suppose that would all be in the background, the root, the tree root area. Right, let's get rid of the background layer, sketch, and I'll add back in the main character. Top right of this tree. Oops. Darn. Nope, wrong one. If I had a bit more. let's go back down. 12 is how I normally have it. And my drawing pencil. It's quite a nice silhouette, that. Okay, up here needs probably, ooh, how did that happen? Drawing pencil, 12. Maybe I need a bit of depth in this somehow. It's no worries, case. The first one was only just getting the sketch sorted. This is where I've gone to a bit more detail. Having fun, I suppose, just making it up as I go along. Oh, what time's Ryan's stream on? I think I probably won't be long finishing. 9 PM for us. Alright, okay. I wonder if this just needs to be foliage. Have a think, have a think. That might work. Ding, ding, ding. And then, actually, if I bend this up, it's still got that nice arc to it, but it gives the sense that it's going up even higher. Get some more of these gnarly roots in. Being in nature, having a breather against a tree. You'd want it to be a wise old tree. A wise old tree with wise roots. dokey. Oliver, what type of bugs would I put in this, do you think, on this tree? I suppose ladybugs, ladybirds. Oh, crikey keys. Are you having to work 10 hours? Hopefully it's not anything too intensive. Ah, butterflies, great idea. Yeah, butterflies would be good. They're like hopeful, aren't they? Nature coming to the rescue of somebody who's forlorn, pensive, emotionally weary, and trying to figure life out. Another serendipity there, Uma, saying something at the same time. Not as funny as the other day. I don't know if it's X or an S actually. Jinks or Jinx. Ah, just Wednesday's a chucker. Oak processionary moth. Well, if it's a moth, do they only come out at night time? This is a daytime picture. There's a rainbow in the background. Just add more gnarliness. More gnarliness. Where did I study? Well, I failed at studying art in the sense that the only qualification I've got in art is an A level, which is high school, and that was a rush job. I did it in about 6 months, the whole art A level, so that was like, I was actually thinking about this earlier, that was almost 30 years ago. I've just always drawn, and I actually used to paint with acrylics and oils and gouache, and I love doing pen and ink. But then when I became poorly, I just couldn't use paintbrushes in my bedroom because of the smell. And I work from my bed, so just having the iPad with a pen and it connected by a wire is just more convenient than trying to not spill water brushes,
water pots or get paint all over my bed. I'm not, you know, not Frida Kahlo. She managed it somehow, but I'm sure she would have used an iPad if she was around today. I've always had a fascination with drawing people, and so that's why I suppose people sort of predominantly always in my art. But that means because I haven't actually studied art properly, I've got a lot of bad habits. Turns out that the reputation of some artists to be alcoholic is because of the accelerants in paint. Crikey. I wouldn't know. Is that like not saying Tove Jansson was an alcoholic, but I just remember watching the film about Tove Jansson, and there was a lot of parties and drinking. I don't know. I gave up drinking years ago. Now I drink what I've now called it a kashi cow. Completely made up. Cacao, chicory, cayenne pepper, ginger, ashwagandha, turmeric, nutmeg, cinnamon, and mushroom powder. Sometimes I should just be doing sketching, the next layer after the sketch, but I get really drawn into the detail, which is a lot of fun. Inevitably, I'm going to have to do the detail again, but it is fun, and that's the whole point. Herb, like one of those herb drinks. No, it's actually a hot drink. It's my alternative to coffee, because I can't have caffeine. So the chicory is like the coffee alternative, and then the rest of it, medicinal, taste, all good stuff for the body. But it's nice, and it's a hot drink, so it's my daily treat. Because I used to love coffee, especially the smell of coffee. Gosh, it's been 5 years since I've been able to have a cup of coffee. Ding ding. Oh, it's with oat milk, mine. Yuma, no dairy for me either. The perks of having a chronic illness. But it's okay. Yeah, so yeah, I'll get through lots of liquid. I feel like I'm drawing some sort of train network. All higgledy-piggledy. Oh, right, the lactose-free variant. Good luck with that, Hughes. It's not easy. So, how am I getting on? This part here, just looking for the spaces where there's obvious gaps that need gnarliness. And then this one here, I suppose I can't quite see with the character in front. Come back to the art, looks very practiced. Yeah, it's just, I think since I managed to get hold of an iPad, 4 years ago, and then Fresco came along not long after, I've just been practicing. So it's practicing using the same brushes and reminding myself of how I used to draw, but with a bit more scope, because I don't have to worry about, erasing is a lot easier and you can do layers, so there's a lot of issues that you don't have to deal with because it's digital. I'll always be grateful for this technology, because it literally brought me back into being able to create. Ding ding. Okie doke. I think that's enough gnarliness there. I'm going to save it. I'll add the background layer in. And then, just so you can see what I'm heading towards. Not sure about the colours yet. I wonder if it needs to be or muted background. I think I shall save a screenshot of this. I haven't done that yet. Hopefully I don't crash my system. Okey-doke. I think I'm gonna head off now. I'm really grateful for you all for joining me. Oh, you went to art school too? Sorry, I didn't see this. Mostly for the certification. Yeah. It's like you need something, you need somebody else to tell you, no, you are an artist. I was already working in design by then. I had also drawn since I was little. Yeah, it's a funny thing needing to have somebody else tell you that you're officially allowed to do art because you have a piece of paper that says it. I think that's what I still don't have, and that's why I probably still struggle with not identifying, but allowing myself to value myself better as an artist. Yeah, because I don't really have, I don't have industry experience that would be like go to school, get a degree, start in the art design world. I have literally just been dabbling here and there and trying to make ends meet or figure it all out as I went along whilst doing other stuff. So there's no like concrete roadmap of how I've been doing art. It's just been try this. Oh, I'll try this now. Oh, sorry about that, Keys. Well, I can honestly say that just doing this means the world to me. So being able to do this with you guys is wonderful. So yeah, I'm gonna head off now. I can't believe I actually managed to get further than I thought and lasted longer than I thought I would. And now I have to figure out how to end without crashing. This is me still trying to understand how the OBS toggles work. Okie doke. Thanks, guys. I will be back next week at 7, and hopefully I will have refined how to stream without crashing and introducing myself and more. There's still so much more to learn. Oof. Right. Take care, guys. See you next week. Bye.